Hey guys, it's Dan. I'm going to do hopefully a fairly quick video here about how I hire VAs, virtual assistants. What's worked for me might not be everyone's approach, but I guess it fits my personality, and I'm sort of one of these ready, fire, aim kind of guys, if you've heard that expression. I try not to get caught up in overanalyzing things and procrastination and delaying making decisions. So when it comes to hiring a virtual assistant, I know everybody's going to have different tasks that they want done and different kinds of work. So um, my first hire for a personal assistant, virtual assistant, was for some graphic design, and it was really simple stuff for my Facebook page. So it was basically a pretty picture, put a quote on it, put the URL of my website on there, and the little copyright C and all that. So not very hard work, and it was the kind of thing you can bust out a whole bunch of them in an hour. So what I did at the time, and I think this is still true, the site used to be called Odesk. Now it's Upwork, just like it sounds. So at the time, I think the minimum was a $5 job, and you can do hourly jobs, or you can do I don't know what they call it, just fixed fee, I guess, fixed price jobs. So what I decided to do was, I did a quick search for graphic design, and there were just tons of people, and they were spread all over the world. You've got a ton of VAs in Southeast Asia, specifically the Philippines. You've got a lot in Eastern Europe. You've got tons in North America as well. They just tend to charge a lot more per hour. So what I decided to do was I put out a fixed price job of $5, and I said I need this many images done, and I was very specific about what I needed done. I even said go to Flickr and go into the Creative Commons to find images so that we're not using copyrighted images. And let's see what else. I'm just trying to give you a real world example. So it was go exactly here and get these images, put exactly this URL on each image, put the copyright on there, try to find an image that sort of fits the quote, and then I gave them a list of quotes that I had chosen, and it was just a Google Doc with hundreds of quotes on there. So I said pick whatever quotes, don't really care, and get to work, and it was a $5 job. So I got tons of interest in the job, and actually, you know what? I said I didn't care which quotes they picked. I think I said I don't care which ones you pick, but mark which ones you did. So I'm not having different people. If I hire more than one person, I don't have different people doing the same exact quote. So I was getting so many applications, I just decided to go with the shotgun approach and treat this $5 job like an interview. So I just hired anybody that seemed qualified and motivated, and as long as their communication was fairly quick, like if I asked them a question, if it took them a week to get back to me, I'm not going to make that hire because I've got so many other people that are quick and easy to communicate with. So I ended up, over at least a year probably, I must have hired 20 or more people to do these little jobs. And I used it as a filter for finding good people because this wasn't the only work I needed done. It was just the very easy and specific explanation that I could hire a bunch of people to do the same thing and find the people who did a great job with good, on time, with good communication, easy communication. Sometimes there's a language barrier, and even if people are very quick to respond, it takes more responses than it otherwise would. If their English is decent, usually you can get it done, and it's easier for me as far as less emails and less explaining. And also I like people that kind of tend to figure things out a little bit, and it's good that they want it done the way I want it done, but some people just ask too many questions and it just takes too much time. So I like people that can kind of figure stuff out. Anyway, so like I said, I hired 20 or more people, and I found a few really good folks that were quick, did good work, easy to communicate with, and that's how I found the people that I worked with more from that point. So I have an assistant now that works with me basically full-time, like up to 45 hours a week, and she does all kinds of different stuff for me. She started as just doing that graphic design, but has expanded to all sorts of website development and coding, and man, a lot of graphic design on the game that I made, Better Me. So she's been awesome, and that's how I found her, was just with the $5 job. So that's one approach, is just don't overthink it, go for the shotgun approach, hire a bunch of people and find out who's good, rather than spending tons of time, doing interviews and going through resumes. I hope that helps you guys out. The places I get them, again, Upwork.com, which used to be Odesk, if you've heard of that. I've never used it, but I've looked around a little bit on Freelancer. That's another big one. And there are some sites that are specific for Filipino assistants. I think they're maybe even free. I don't think there's any charge to hire people at some of those, almost like a forum from what I hear. I've just never used them. So anyway, if you have questions or if you have other topics that you'd like me to cover, feel free to comment that or send me a message, and I'm happy to do more videos that you would like help with. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.